If you believed all of the mystical stuff and the magical things of flying and disappearing, I mean, that would seem kind of ridiculous.
Ninjas are kind of like the badass Japanese guys that basically go around and assassinate people dressed in black, sort of swords and shuriken and stuff like that.
The Ninja Turtles, a child's cartoon, Kung Fu.
The only thing I know ninjas can do are throw stars, hide on the ceiling, fly about a bit. That's about it. I'm not really that impressed by them.
I think they have this distorted image of, you know, whatever it is that they, you know, cartoons and media have come up with. I think it's harmed it in a way that people don't really take it as seriously as they should. It has more to do with physical survival and, you know, being able to fight. It's a lot more to do with also staying hidden, not making yourself exposed or putting yourself into danger as well. So persevering in everything that you do. Good. That's fine.
I think that the misconception around ninjutsu it's kind of a double-edged sword. You know, on the negative side, I think it really distorts kind of what the art's about. Makes it a joke for a lot of people. Made a joke for me when I first, you know, was starting to look into it. I thought, you know, are you serious? And you know, that's unfortunate, just because there's no respect really for it. But it's also kind of fortunate because it means that only people that are kind of interested and do the research and go and actually look get a good sense of what the art is about. And so it kind of keeps it for us, and you know, it's not too publicized. So that's kind of cool.
I think I was 14 years old when I first picked up a book on ninjutsu, and I first realized it was actually real. I mean, these are photographs of people doing it and explaining it in a book for the first time in my life, and that was eye-opening. And I thought, wow, this is real?
I'm
this
gonna
is really real?
do the same thing we just did.
This isn't fake.
From here, and I'm going to strike down. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to strike up. Okay. I'm actually aiming more here. Remember, this is just a drill. It's not for actual combat. This is a striking drill. So we're going to hit our bows together. Okay.
I'm just kind of relaxed.
John started off as, you know, my sensei. I met him when I joined, didn't know him beforehand. One of the things that I've really enjoyed about practicing it at his dojo is just it's really it's low key, low stress. You can ask him questions, really approachable, and it's a pretty tight group. So the more you train, you know, it evolves from just being training partners, or in John's case, him being the sensei, to a genuine friendship.
It's a real martial art, and it's real life, and it's useful. I mean, I think that's the worst part, is that people don't realize that it's actually really good for them to train in. So you have to see with different eyes. It's like, you know, an artist painting a portrait or whatever. They see people differently, and they paint differently, and you have to get that skill. I think it's just the more you train, the more you get to understand. There's nothing magical about it. I think it's probably more unconscious or, you know, psychological than anything else. At least I think so.
Okay. So punch. Good. And again, down. Okay. And from here, bring over the heel. Strike there. Keep going. Step around.
The things that we practice are pretty unique. They're really focused on real life situations, on survival, and so that's really what I'm looking for. It wasn't anything like what I saw on the internet or reading beforehand. So it's really kind of been unique being able to train it.
So go ahead. If you want something, you can take it. That's when you move. Okay? Try to, you know, pray, or whatever gods you have or don't have. Omotegaku, again, same thing. Keep conscious of where the gun is aiming. If it's here, he might not be as confident as he wants. You might be able to control him. If he's struggling, go ahead, fight with it. It's okay.
I joined Ninjutsu because I'm looking at a military career, either into armor or into the intelligence services, but those are field positions. So I'm looking for a deployment, and we go through a lot of close combat scenarios. We do armed, unarmed, knives, guns, that kind of thing.
Okay, and then over, and you can see how you can use a tree stump. And be very careful. I'm going to rake him off this. I'm obviously not going to do it in real life, but, you know, pull him off, get him down.
You know, it's possible that I'll never have to use the skills that I practice in my career, but I'd rather have the skills and not have to use them than be in a situation where I would have needed them and not have them. I've got a better handle on the fundamentals, and it's interesting because a lot of those fundamentals are present in other martial arts, in here and there, but Ninjutsu takes those and puts them all in one place, and then usually adds a bit of a twist, which makes them more effective.
Good. Last one. Good. Again. Good. Any direction. There's always a chance. You know, I'm not invincible, but I know that there's always at least one way out. And if I'm lucky, then I'll find that way. I think that's probably the best way I can explain it. Just relax.